Billy Mays here for the Handy Switch, the new wireless light switch that lets...
I wish I were dead. Oh, I wish I were dead.
Do you mean it?
It's amazing!
Billy Mays needs no introduction, but his lost commercials certainly do. Interest in Mays' lost commercials grew with his passing in 2009. Many of his commercials are now lost due to them not being recorded by the public, Mays not being popular in his early career, and his sudden death. There are a variety of commercials that have been lost throughout Mays' 3-decade-long career. There seems to be more lost in the 2000s than in other decades.
Want a break from the ads?
The two main commercials that are lost are the Jet Cloth and the Washmatic. This was so early in Mays' career, they went door to door selling the product, along with going to states fairs, washing people's cars with the products. Mays' family has a copy of these commercials, and snippets were shown in an episode of Pitchman.
It's from 1983.
This is a real chamois. Unlike a real chamois, the Jet Cloth, it differs in a lot of ways. It's man-made. I'm gonna just have a little accident. Here, you get the complete package.
That was a cut
the
right there,
Washmatic, 2 gem cloths. You get it all, but you have to act now.
Billy's come a long way in 25 years.
I sold the amazing Washmatic, and it worked out of a bucket. Well, they called me Bucket Billy. I would go to every home show, state fair selling this product for $10, and let me tell you, I cleaned up.
It's the only washing system in the world that works direct from a bucket. Now these fibers will pick up 27 times their weight in liquid.
Want a break from the ads?
It isn't clear how many episodes Billy Mays was on the Home Shopping Network, but it is where he first sold OxyClean, along with the last segment where he advertised the Kaboom. There was a 30-minute test screening of what is now the world-famous OxyClean infomercial, as opposed to the much shorter commercial we know of. It reportedly made double of what it cost to produce it, indicating its success. It was mentioned in a 2017 book, You Get What You Pay For, and a 1-minute clip was uploaded by its producer. Eventually, the entire clip was uploaded on archive.org.
Want a break from the ads?
Certain variants of the OxyClean commercials, like Variant 2, are lost. For example, only short snippets of Variant 2 are available. Many 2-minute versions of these commercials are now lost. The Turbo Tiger was a compact vacuum cleaner that had a lawsuit over reusing parts from another vacuum. In the commercials, May would have a real tiger in the room with him as he talked about the product. There hasn't been many clips that have resurfaced from this commercial, and we do know about it as relatively limited. There were OxyClean commercials set in a laundromat about how the new formula was better than ever. It's unclear how many of these were made, but at least one of these are missing in its entirety. Simonis hired Billy to advertise several products. Fix-It, a scratch remover, Liquid Diamond, a protective car wax spray, Aquapel, a hydrophobic glass treatment, Fix-It Wood, a wood scratch remover, and Seal Tight, a tire repair kit. Fix-It Wood seems to be lost, and its existence has been called into question. OxyClean Bathroom was a product that was shortly lived, and the commercial was seemingly lost, as the only thing that was available for it was the bloopers for the commercial. At first, later on, only a few seconds of the commercial were found, but a YouTube video would later be resurfaced. There is an early version of Superman where he was a human crime fighter. It was burned out of frustration over it not being published by any companies. Originally, Superman was pitched as a villain, looking much like the modern incarnation of Lex Luthor. The creators of Superman decided that he would be more compelling as a superhero. They eagerly wrote the story and sent it to a publisher, who was made to be a non-alien crime fighter. The version that Superman was a villain has been found, but only the text of it. Very little imagery of it exists. The producer they sent it to, Consolidated Book Publishing, initially showed enthusiasm for the book. However, they later rejected the comic. The group checked publisher after publisher, with every one of them rejecting the duo. In their anger, they threw the copy of the comic in their fireplace. Though there may be a copy from one of the producers that they sent it to that rejected them, the book is likely completely lost. Much like the commercials of Billy Mays, Armin's is a company that is iconic for its animated commercials, with them still making them to this day. However, many of these commercials are now lost, and given their short length, there is little information on them. For most people, Looney Tunes was a part of childhood, combining the perfect blend of slapstick for children and intellectual humor for adults. But what if I told you there was an episode of Looney Tunes that was so violent, it was banned for being too upsetting and too graphic? Bob Clampett was a boundary pusher in the field of animation, with much of his work being controversial with its humor and subject matter. Hair Ribbons is notable for being one cartoon that was so controversial, he had to make two endings for it. The short follows a dog hunting Bugs Bunny, and at the end of it, he would either shoot himself or be shot by Bugs Bunny. The band ending, the one with the murder, or the director's cut, would eventually be released on the Golden Age of Looney Tunes in 1997, and both endings together would later be released on the Looney Tunes Golden Collection Volume 5 in 2007.
Oh, goodbye, cruel world. Oh, what have I done? I killed a little rabbit. I don't deserve to live. I wish I were dead. Oh, I wish I were dead.
Hey, do you mean it?
This shouldn't even happen to a dog.